What is up, people? It's the BMP and welcome to another video. Right, in today's video I'm going to be discussing, is it easy to understand the rules and to get into playing the game? Yeah, I mean, like dice and movement and shooting and all that sort of jazz. So I went and bought, as you've seen in previous videos, this, the Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Storm of Sigmar. I've been going through the instructions for the last couple of days to understand the box and how to play it. And I literally had probably an hour reading Thursday night, and I understand it already. Excuse me. So I'll just go through the box and what you get, and I'll be reading through this bit, all the instructions. Not actually sitting here reading every single page, but I'll just go through what is in the book and how I can perceive to play the game. Yeah? So you get Storm of Sigmar, ignore that, Storm of Sigmar Assembly Guide. Okay, and how you actually build the models and everything. And you get obviously the book, the instruction book, which I'll go through in a second. Oh, edge. These lovely set of cards. You get 4 of them, lovely artwork on the front. So each, that's a Liberate card. You've got Blood Reavers, sorry, you got Retributors, and Blood Warriors, and each one on the back is what they call now a War Scroll. Okay, sorry, you can't, it's too dark there. On each card you have movement, wounds, bravery, +4 save. When I first got into the game, I never understood any of this. But literally an hour of reading the instructions, which are on there, I understand it. The basics. Once you get the basics down, it's simple. Now all you need to know is his movement is 5 inches, right? And on the back of here, you've got a weapon range and a movement range. Yeah, so that's a 6-inch guide. Right? And each one of them, you can move 5 inches. So you'd move your model 5 inches from the front, the tip of the base, to 5 inches. Yeah? That's movement. It's simple. Now, you've got range, attacks, to hit, to wound, rend, or damage. He can only take 1 damage. When you take 1 damage, more than 1 damage, you've... Right, let's start that again. Sorry. Range attacks, to hit, to wound, rend, or damage. He has to be within 1 inch to make his attack. That's the range of the attack. Yeah, he gets 2 attacks. So you can go 1 attack, 2 attack. Yeah? To hit said model, or the Liberator, he's got to roll... No, sorry, my mistake. To hit the Retributor, yeah, he's got to hit or roll on his dice. If all 6 of his models are swinging their axes at once, each one's got to hit a 3 or above to hit him. Then have to re-roll to see if they've wounded him. Yeah? But that's what these cards mean. But in the actual game, in the actual box, sorry, if I'm mistaken, you get your little things, 2 lots of them in there, dice, box standard, 7, 12mm, D6. You get transfers. Yeah. You get the sprues, which I've not really looked at yet. They were quite impressive. Yeah. You get all the sprues for the bloodhounds and everything. They're all in here. You get 4 sprues. So they're all in there. So that seems fairly simple. So yes, let's get talking about how we actually play the game. And like I said, I had a read through 3 messages, the instructions, and it's fairly simple to play. To be honest, now, if I can understand how to play the game, I think anyone can. I mean, just going through this, like I said, it took me an hour to read this, and it was simple to understand. You start off by, the way I see it is, you would have your battle plan or whatever, excuse me, and you literally set your armies up. In this little book you got the different battle plans, like there are like battle plan 1, yeah, battle plan 2, so you literally, bad guys up there, good guys down there, everyone comes together, has a good old scrap. No dark then. Oh yeah, sun. Right. So you can set your models up. Someone rolls a dice to see who sets their models up first. You win. You set your models up, all 6, say for example. And then you've got a certain amount of movements or whatever you're calling them, battle rounds in here. And you get the hero phase. Basically, you choose which one of your models wants to be a hero. So if you're playing Corn, you'd have him as a hero, little Cranon, right? So you have him as a hero, and he gets to you in your hero phase. You can use the wizards in your army to cast spells. In addition, your general can use 1 command ability, inspiring presence, that sort of thing. So yeah. Then you have number 2 is a movement phase. So you would move your models to wherever they are allowed. So if you can move your Corn Berserkers 5 inches, you'd move them 5 inches from the tip of the base to obviously 5 inches more. That's your movement phase. Now if you have, and the next one is a shooting phase. Right? So, and then you literally, if you're playing Space Marines, you've got bolt guns, then you can shoot if that is in the desired range. Yeah, the range of the weapon. So if the weapon can only fire 24 inches, and the enemy are 30 inches away, you got no luck, so don't bother firing. But these guys have ranged, what I call ranged weapons. So if I'm going to play Age of Sigmar, you ignore the shooting phase, because none of them got bolt guns on it. If they have, you're cheating. Then you have the charge phase. Basically, you charge at the enemy. Yeah? And then you have the combat phase. And it says here, the pile in and attack with melee weapons. Now that sounds a lot of fun to me. You literally say you're moving across the battlefield, you see the enemy, and you charge at them, and you pile in swinging axes. What's more difficult about that? Now, and then after that is the battle shock phase. You've had a good old scrap, good old punch up, got your axes swinging. And you test the bravery of the depleted units. If they're brave enough, they stand their ground, big strong. And then the enemy, if the enemy fails their battle their battle shock phase, they run Scarpa. You've won. But in each movement, in each phase, you've got the movement phase, the shooting phase, ignore that, but you've got the charge, combat, and then you test the bravery of your warriors who have been in battle, right? This is the movement phase. The ground shakes to the tread of marching feet as armies vie for position. And then you move, it goes through, you move your model within how many, whatever it says on the card, 4, 5, 6 inches. And it says you can run or fly if you've got a flying model. But you wouldn't run, you just move casually. Or it depends on what you're playing. If you're playing corn, then you've got to run at them, don't you? Because they're just nuts and just want blood for the blood god, don't they? You got the charge phase. It says any of your units within 12 inches of the enemy in your charge phase can make a charge move. Pick a unit and roll 2 dice. Blah blah blah. Yeah. And then you'd have the combat phase, and then that's when it all starts kicking off. So, understanding the rules seems fairly simple. Once you know the dice to roll and how your dice have made the attack, yeah? So if you want to hit someone and you've got to roll, it says on one of the war cards, 4+ to wound. That basically means that if you've got 6 guys, 5, 6. If you've got 6 guys, each one of those 6, you'd roll 6 dice. Each one of those 6 dice has to roll 4 or above. Yeah, that's right. To wound the enemy. Brilliant. If you've done that, fantastic. Then the other guy rolls a dice to see if he's saved, or like if he's dodged or parried the swing or whatever. Excuse me. If he hasn't, your axes have caught them, you've hit them, they've gone down or whatever. And then you see if you've done some damage, and if he's avoided that damage, the attack's over. But if he hasn't avoided the damage, then you get to see if they're killed. Seems a lot of dice just because you've just hit the guy, and then there's like three you got to roll the dice like 3 times to see if you've missed. I mean, so that seems a little bit confusing to me. But once you've got the whole understanding of the game and the basic principles of moving, shooting, if it's shooting, charging, the combat phase, and to see if they're brave enough to stand up, if they've all had their kicked out of them, then yeah, once you understand with inflicting damage and things like that, then brilliant. But if you don't understand it and you're in a game, talk to the other guy. Talk to him. If you're both newbies playing the game, go to a Games Workshop or your local hobby shop to talk to people there. Just talk to them. I will be, if I get some time off soon, I hope. I'm going to go next Friday, and I'm going to talk to the guys in there and see if I can watch one of them playing a game, or how simple it is. Then once I can understand, like I said, once you understand the basics, the basic principles of how to play the game, you know, your movement, your charging, your shooting, your battle, then I think you've got the game nailed. You really have. But if you don't understand, like I said, ask someone. To me, it seems like a really, really easy and simple way to get in, and I'm glad Games Workshop or whoever have made this box have come up with this. To be honest, I mean, instead of spending £95 or £100 on a box set, and you're going to look at it and go, holy, there's a lot of models and there's a lot of things to do and get put off. buy this. It's 20 quid. It's a lot cheaper. You get models, dice, and war scrolls and cards and instructions. What more? Sorry. What does that? What more do you want? You don't want any more than that, do you? Simple. Go ahead and buy it. So that's that. That to me, that's the first time I've actually looked in depth at that little kit, apart from looking through the instructions. To me, it seems like it's a simple way to play the game. Yeah? It's easy to play the game. Have a practice. Get your models out, even 6 random models against another 6 random models. Just have a practice on your own. Look at it, get tape measure out, and just have a little play. See if you understand it. Now, yeah, that's my little ramble about how to play AOS. The idea is the same for Warhammer 40k, a little bit more in depth because there's more like ranged weapons like bolt guns and whatever, las guns or whatever you'll call it, tanks. But to me, it's a simple way to get into the game, and I've understood it really quickly. And like I said, that took an hour's reading. It might take another hour of playing, and I'll understand the basics. Yeah. Now I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed talking about it because now I understand, or kind of understand, how the game works, which is brilliant. So yes, like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button. Big thumbs up for me. It's great. Yeah, so big thumbs up. Really enjoyed doing the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I shall catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated.